Hello everybody, I'm Sanji. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. I appreciate your checking me out. And if you have been here before and you know the drill, I want to take this time to personally thank each and every one of you. I appreciate your time. I know that you can spend it anywhere in the world. And the fact that you choose to spend some with me definitely does my heart good. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the next video. So for those of you that are new around here, all I ask, a couple of things. Check the video out. Make notes as you need to, because we're all here to just learn about each other. And then at the end of the video, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe, share, like, but most importantly, leave a comment. That's right. I want to hear your thoughts because, as I said, we're all here to learn and share. I give you my viewpoints on the subject matter, but of course, this is you, this is your life, and your experiences matter also. So we're here to learn from each other. Okay? So you got it? Just remember in those comment sections, please be kind to each other, respect each other's points of view, even if it's different than yours. Okay? Alrighty, so let's get into it. This video is about how to argue with your mate based on the sun sign. Now, it doesn't have to just be about a mate. It can be how you can have a heated discussion with a friend or family member. But this is really the goal of the video, is to help you effectively communicate with that other person, okay? Now, every sun sign has a different strategy for how they go about dealing with confrontation and conflict, okay? Now, some sun signs, that was a tongue twister, will avoid it altogether. They will avoid confrontation like the plague. They don't like it, they don't want it, and they're out of here. But there are other sun signs that they welcome it. They also might invite it in because they just like the energy and the exchange. So the point of this video is to help you navigate if you are one of those people that you avoid it like the plague, but your mate happens to enjoy mixing it up a little bit, okay? The problem here is that when those instances happen in our relationships with other people, it can also be the detriment of the relationship. I mean, if you have a partner that they just enjoy the drama of heated exchanges, that can be a little exhausting, even if you think the world of that person. Well, with a little astrological understanding and some conflict strategy resolutions, you can get your point across to your mate in the most effective way. And in some instances, not only will your partner hear what you're saying, I'll teach you how to win the argument. Now, clear communication is essential and the bedrock of any strong relationship, friendship, okay? Without communication, you're not gonna go very far because chemistry is only gonna go so far, but even in chemistry, there has to be effective communication, okay? And people actually associate the way you communicate with the type of person that they think that you are. For example, if your approach to conflict is to immediately fly off the handle because you don't think that you're being heard, well, those around you will label you a hothead. Is that true? Maybe, maybe not. But wouldn't it be better for people to understand where you're coming from so that they can hear your point of view as opposed to repelling the moment that they think that you're in disagreement? Because nothing goes anywhere. We have people that perhaps are quite strong in their delivery of their opinion. Doesn't mean that they're angry or that they're bullying you. They just may have a strong way that they deliver it. Well, if you're one of those people, you too can check out the video to perhaps soften your delivery so that people can receive what you're trying to say, okay? And did you know that by delving into your astrological sign or the astrological sign of the other person, perhaps your boss, you can definitely figure out a more effective way to communicate and be heard, okay? So now keep in mind, your sun sign is not the only determinant of how you handle conflict and conflict resolution, okay? You would have to look at the person's entire birth chart to get them figured out pretty much to a science. However, it can help, okay? You also want to take a look at a person's Mars sign. So you want to look at your Mars sign and the Mars sign of your partner or the person that you're trying to better communicate with, and that will give you an idea really on how to get through to the problem if this is an issue that is really concerning you, because a person's Mars sign rules their assertive and driving force behind their actions and their feelings. Your Mars sign is your verb, so that's what's your call of action. But we can take a look at the sun sign, and the sun sign will give us some clues on how to navigate conflict with that person, okay? All the 12 zodiac signs have their own specific way of communicating with other people, in particular, their partners, okay? So sit back, let's get ready. Let's take a look at how the sun sign for each person can be better understood and how you can take the knowledge of how they communicate and be heard more effectively. And if you play your cards right, win the discussion. Okay? So get your pens and paper ready. Let's get into it. Let's talk about how your sun sign has an argument. And if you're involved with that person, how you can score a win. Stay tuned right after this. How to argue with the Pisces? Ooh, well, let's talk about it. All right, Pisces, let's face it, you may be the easiest sign in the zodiac to have an argument with. It's just a fact. That's true about Pisces. They want to hold space for your feelings. Our Pisces are imps of the whole zodiac, so they know how you're feeling anyway. And a Pisces is always going to choose peace whenever possible, okay? Pisces typically put your needs before their own, or at least will give the appearance of that, which is typically where Pisces gets in trouble with other people, because a Pisces will kind of yes you to death and then go off and do what they want to do. Yeah, so that's how they get all that negative press. Because a Pisces wants to see you smile, even at their own expense sometimes, and that's where they get into trouble, okay? They put your needs before their own, and they will talk through whatever is coming up for you with compassionate curiosity and undivided attention. Again, here's the issue. They are putting all of your issues on the table, and they're not mentioning theirs, okay? So Pisces has a tendency to have, especially their loved ones, the ones they care about, they will put your needs on the front block. And we're going to talk about your needs, and we're going to try to fix it. The issue is they're not saying their own. They're stuffing their own. And so no attention is being made to that. So although you are moving forward and Pisces is doing what you need may not always be what they need. And therein lies the dispute, okay? Just make sure when you are having a dispute with any Pisces person that you give them back the same energy. That is what they're looking for. Pisces does not have any issue at all with catering to what you need. That's natural for them. That's who they are. The issue is when the reciprocant doesn't do that. When the person that is receiving the energy starts to take the energy in from Pisces and they don't give it back. It's just an expectation almost that they just keep taking and taking and taking, and then there's no giving. And when the Pisces looks around and examines it because they're paying attention to it, they feel slighted. They feel that they're not getting the same energy. And that is where the problem lies, okay? You want to listen attentively to what your Pisces person has to say. And even more importantly, in what they're saying, because a lot of it will be to help resolve the issue for you, you have to ask the Pisces, okay, but what about what you want? Okay, so we're doing this for me, but is that workable for you? That is what is super important when you are having a dispute with the Pisces, is that you have Pisces accountable to tell their truth, that you don't allow them to stuff in the middle of the disagreement in the hopes of just getting peace. So yeah, you're going to get peace temporarily because that is what the Pisces goal is. But ultimately, a true resolution is when you both are being heard and you both are receiving what you need to progress forward effectively. Okay, so that is number one thing you want to make sure that you do. You want to hear them, and when listening to the language of your Pisces, that you are holding them accountable for their truth and making them say what it is they need. Okay, Pisces want to feel heard, but usually they're so concerned with how you are doing, the other party, and feeling, is that they neglect to ask for what they need. So call the Pisces out. Challenge them to ask for what they need. They will turn it around and they will say, okay, no, what I need is for you to be happy. So what do you need? Okay, that is true, but that's also a cop-out. So don't allow that to sit. You want your Pisces to say, okay, that's great. What do you need in this? Okay, what are we going to do for you? How do you benefit? How do you win? And when you force them to go ahead and pull their feelings forward, that will help you stay away from an explosion later on from Pisces down the road, okay? Taking the extra step to let them fully express their feelings on the matter will go a long way for the both of you. Ask them, but are you okay? What do you need in this resolution? How does this work for you? Well, what else can I do for you that will make this a more comparable resolution for the both of us? Okay, so that is the language that you want to have when you're disputing with a Pisces. Confrontation for Pisces is so frustrating and upsetting that, to be honest, they much rather not get into it, which is why they say, okay, what is it? What do you need? Okay, yeah. And they concede, okay? Because that's just easier for them. And they often just agree to anything just to make this fighting stop. They really enjoy their peace. Pisces are peaceful people. That's really what they want. They just want to be happy and peppy and full with love. They really do. And when you come with the rah, 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 even though Pisces can give you their fair share of it as well. Now, they're not the angels of the zodiac, but they do like peace and calm. They really don't want to have a lot of friction. So they will concede to you. But as I said, in that concession, that doesn't necessarily mean that your Pisces is happy with the result. Pisces can actually feel other people's anger and emotional distress even before you say it. They're already picking up on your vibe and they are guarding against it long before you open your mouth. And they begin to ingest it and take it as a part of their own. So Pisces is already, before you even said anything, trying to go through the last 24, 48 hours and trying to figure out, well, what in the heck happen and trying to resolve it before you take it to them. They would rather just go ahead and fix it, make the adjustments, and not even have to deal with it. Now, that gives you an advantage in a fight with Pisces though, okay? Because they really do understand exactly where you're coming from, and they honestly want to fix the problem. They really do. If a Pisces asks you what the problem is, they care, okay? Because a Pisces that doesn't care isn't going to ask you. They just not. It's gonna go on by. You know, they like say a little remark to you because they can already feel your vibes, so they know where to gut you if they want to. They really do. They just may be choosing not to. So if they've asked you, okay, what is it? They really care to know. Now, if you can express your true feelings about the issue, okay, they're your feelings, because a Pisces is interested in how you feel, and let them see how it hurts you, they're likely to back down and come off of it, even if they feel strongly about what's happening. But you need to be kind about it. And remember that this is hurting Pisces too, that if they're coming off their position for whatever this is, that this is a sacrifice, if you will, for lack of a better word, for them. They are conceding for you. However, they are still losing something perhaps in giving you what you want, which is why it is so super important that you don't take advantage of that, okay? Because you know that Pisces is going to concede just to keep the peace. But in making yourself happy, you have to be sure that you're not making your Pisces miserable. Okay? Now, you're going to think before you speak, because Pisces is a sensitive sign. They are emotional. You're going to talk to your Pisces calmly and affectionately, or they will withdraw or attack. Okay? Now, you're going to choose your words wisely with a Pisces. You're going to appeal to their feelings and their strong sense of reason. They are very reasonable. However, do not make the mistake of launching an ongoing barrage of personal attacks against them, okay? Because if a Pisces feels trapped or attacked by you, they're gonna blow, okay? And it's likely to be an explosion and very melodramatic. I mean, if you drama with a capital drama, okay? They're gonna blow loud, and it's going to sound like a volcano erupted if you launch a personal attack. If they feel as though you are attacking them and you have no consideration to how they actually conceded and tried to give you what you want, all that sweet and gentle, kinder side of Pisces that you're used to dealing with is going to be gone. It's out the window. And this new Pisces that'll be standing in front of you is nothing nice, okay? As I said to you, they've already peeped what you're sensitive about. They already know how you feel about certain things, and the Pisces is going to go right there. They're going to go right to your soft spot, and they're going to stick you, okay? And they're going to stick, and they're going to turn. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to get the Pisces to that point, because then it is ugly, and it's no coming back from it until they've calmed down. The beauty of it is that Pisces don't typically hold grudges, so they do get over it eventually. But the question will always remain in their heads, like, why did you even take it there? I was being so kind, so gentle. Why'd you try me, you know? So instead, what you want to do is that you want to choose a calm approach with Pisces, perhaps at a nice place, something they enjoy if your issue is with them. As I said, you want to keep it about how you feel and less about the personal attacks. Of course, you can say how you got there in your feelings, but you want to give them room to say what they need to say, explain what their point of view was, what their thought process was. Perhaps you had never asked them how they felt about something, and this is the reason why you're having the dispute to begin with. So you want to take it somewhere where it's calm and nice and that you both can enjoy it to have a discussion. A romantic dinner is not out of the question when you are going to approach an issue or dispute with your Pisces partner. If you're somewhere and it's a work environment, you want it to be someplace calm and quiet, and you don't want your Pisces to feel put on a spot as though everyone is watching them, and so they have to behave accordingly because they may not behave in the way that you were thinking, okay? And it's going to help everything go well if everything is peaceful. Now, how do you win? Well, winning isn't the problem, okay? As I said to you, a Pisces is going to choose peace most of the time, okay? If they can just get this over with and we can just go back to calm, that is what the Pisces is going to do most times. The problem is that winning is so easy that it's not enjoyable, or at least it shouldn't be. Again, what I said to you, watch out for that, because you can get your way. You just keep taking it and you don't regard your Pisces and your Pisces feelings in the matter, because that is going to cause an even bigger issue for you and down the road in the days to come, weeks, however long it takes for your particular Pisces to get fed up with that treatment, okay? So even if they believe that they're right, okay, and you're wrong, Pisces will let you have that just so you can move on and have peace. But again, as I said, it is very, very, very important. I cannot stress it enough that you get a buy-in from your Pisces, for your Pisces to tell you what it is that they need, that you afford the Pisces reciprocity, that you give the same kindness and understanding to your Pisces, that it is important that they are heard in issues that matter to them, that you are just as conceding to them when it is super important to them as they have been on issues that were super important to you. So that is how you handle a dispute with a Pisces person. Just be fair and operate in positivity and reciprocity, and it should be okay. Now, if you got your Pisces to where they're that ugly one I just warned you about, yeah, you're going to have to hit me in my DMs or email me so I can help you out, because, woo child, angry Pisces is nothing nice. I promise you, you don't want to go there with them. So keep it nice, keep it cute, keep it amicable amongst you when at all possible. And life with Pisces can be pretty terrific. Alrighty, so that's it. Are you a Pisces? Are you involved with a Pisces? Do you have disputes with a Pisces? Would you like to tell us how you handle it? Hit me up in my comment section below. I will meet you there. I definitely read all the comments and I respond as asked to, or if I think I need to. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't be afraid to tell your friends about the channel and have them come on over here and add their 2, 3, or 5 cents sometimes in the comment section as well. Until the next time, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.